the call. Oh, claim your prize for a crown of stars in the name of love. Be the sacrifice. You and I will stand and fight our backs to the wall.
Totally wasn't into Colombia.
We really had a bit of a struggle finding any pulse.
Wasn't appreciating the vibe. People weren't that friendly. The parties weren't all that great. No, there's no way I would go back to Colombia. So before we watched the football match, Colombia versus Japan, we got invited to go to this mud volcano. I have no idea what a mud volcano is, but we jumped on board. I believe it was only $5. It's really cheap. Does anybody know where we are or what we're doing? This girl knows. We're going to the volcano. We're getting what?
We're gonna get rubbed out by Colombians.
Next thing you know, we're climbing this mountain, basically made out of mud.
We are in Cartagena, Colombia, and somebody just convinced us to go up these stairs into a hot tub full of mud. So let's go. Vamos, vamos.
And when you get to the top of the mountain, you take these ladders, and there's mud at the bottom with these Colombian guys, and they come and they'll massage you and rub it all over you, and I think you pay them $2 afterwards. Really a unique experience. It's a great party. And then after that, we get out and we run into the water, and you have these cleaning ladies with buckets, and they pour water and clean everything, clean the mud in your ears. So you end up coming out of it completely squeaky clean, no trace of mud, and your skin feels really good after. Like, my skin was feeling really soft. I felt great the entire day, and the entire experience was only like $8.
It's getting tricked out for the big game. Colombia versus Japan. Hola, amigo. Japan.
So that evening we experienced the first proper World Cup party that we had on the trip, where we actually experienced like national pride on the full level, and it was a sea of yellow. I chose to buy a white jersey. Every single person was wearing yellow. I was the only one wearing white. You know, there was probably more people out on the streets celebrating than there were inside watching games. It was really a pretty unique experience being to see how proud they actually were to be Colombian at that point. It was beautiful.
We went to the beach the next day. I got bored, and so I walked around the beach. I found some really cool rappers who were freestyling in Spanish, and we had a little bit of a freestyle battle, we had a rap battle, we made a little bit of a music video, and these guys were really chill. And then we hopped a bus to Medellin, which was the drug capital of the world. Whoa! We booked our hostel through Hostel World called Happy Buddha Boutique Hostel. I think it was only $13 a night, and it was really, really posh in a great location right next to the Pedrado Square where we watched the game.
Medellin, home of the Pisces. In Colombia, everybody from the different regions have a name. So from Medellin, you're the Pisces. If you're from Bogota, then you're Auroras. So we got to go and party with all the Pisces down in Medellin, which just continued what we experienced of Colombia, which was a huge party the whole time because we happened to be there during World Cup. Probably the best party that we experienced while we were on our entire 5-month trip here.
First day we arrived, we watched the Colombia versus Uruguay semi-final, which was a huge deal for Colombia. They've never made it this far, and we watched it in the square with, you know, maybe like 10,000 people, and all the news reporters were out there. Everyone was spraying foam all over the place. And the second Colombia won, everyone just lost their shit.
So the party in Medellin was off the hook. It just went from 3 in the afternoon till 6 in the morning. I tried my best to stay with the energy of the crowd, and I think I did a pretty good job, but it just was not slowing down or stopping for anybody. Obviously, I mean, it was fueled by the World Cup, but it just shows you the energy and the life that's in that population, and it's pretty remarkable. So Medellin sits in a big valley amongst these two hills, and you know, on the hills there, it's almost like a favela or like an impoverished part of town. So we ended up taking a gondola ride up above this, and you could get a great bird's eye view of all the activity and the population down below.
And we went to the top of this mountain, and we found some botanical gardens. We completely stumbled on them. And we went to the butterfly farms.
Spending some time with these butterflies that we found. It's amazing butterflies.
Going back to Cali, Colombia.
So we took a overnight bus to Cali. We arrived there at 6 a.m. We stayed at the El Viajero hostel. Really cool. El Viajero is a network of hostels in multiple locations. You know you're gonna have a good time. You know there's lots of backpackers there. Hung out with a bunch of cool people. Just chilled by the pool. We did some salsa lessons there, which is they love their salsa in Cali.
So if you have an interest in learning how to salsa or becoming a dancer, then definitely going to Cali would be the place to go. this Swedish girl. She killed it after 3 months of focusing on salsa. We got the pleasure of seeing her practice one of her routines with this instructor who definitely has salsa locked down. And this is the footage that I managed to capture of this. It was pretty awesome to see it.
Yeah, that's it. So we're taking an overnight bus to Quito, Ecuador. Let's go.